You've held that sword for 5 minutes and already think you're a master. You're just adorable.
Hello, how are we all doing? I hope we're all ready for the weekend. It's a nice chill evening in the woods today. Not even too cold, which is pretty nice considering the time of year. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Cranberry, Max, welcome on in, you two. I get that wood, the wood pile. Yes, choppy wood pile, the fillet. Ah, fuck. Oh boy. Anyone got much experience with the gym? I have a little bit, like the other two, it would seem. I've tried going a few times, but it's just never really worked for me. It's a little too boring. Like, I do enjoy being like physically doing stuff, but gym I found was a lot of repetitive motions, which wasn't really very fun for me, and didn't usually feel like it was working. Um, Different things for different folks. One thing I always wanted to try was a calisthenics. Never tried one of those. Think about God. I feel like I'm at an age where I can drill new habits into myself.
All
Give it a go.
right, I yield. You've obviously got something in that head of yours. Turns out you're not a total loss as a ranger.
Fucking hell, well, I was seeing Lakea for all of what, about 5 minutes? Welcome on in, Callie, how you doing? Hope you're ready for the weekend? Alright. Keep up, slowpokes. There's no awards for coming last. Oh, you guys are really gunning for us today, aren't you? So, we were going to be doing a collab stream with Liminal today. We're going to be doing a tier list of all the games that me and them have played on our Twitch channels over the last few years. Because it is our Twitch affiliate anniversary today. I wanted to do something a little bit special. Unfortunately, they've had something crop up. So we're post-processing. Yeah, we're post-processing it. Figure that one out. We're post-processing it till Monday. We'll be doing it then. And in the meantime, we figured, or I figured, we'd just do another dev stream. We don't do many of these very often. I've kind of been enjoying this. There's a few little things that I can, like, work on. There was, like, a bigger thing that I've been doing in the background, like with sort of the animation stuff. Not going to be tackling that today, because that is going to be something I've got to think about a little bit more in terms of how to get the animations to run, because it's going to affect, like, the turn timer and stuff like that. But we can sort out some of the other bits. I was going to say, let's sort out some of the UI. Little grind action. Aye, keep that pal chopped up. 2 things I'd like to achieve. Lower fat around my sore and increase the muscles in my arm and chest. Yeah, those are definitely good things you could do at gym. I think for those, I'm not an expert, but so long as you're just balancing your upper body and you're doing consistent workout, like losing fat and building muscle is more a diet thing, but certainly like the exercise does go with it. Just don't forget about your legs. Nothing wrong with prioritizing your arms, but don't forget about those legs. Character, what level? Hey, level 35. You're getting up there, dude. Alright, anyway. So, enough chatting. So if I run the game so that we can see where we're at, we've got, like, the player options on the left here, and we can see our votes. But what you can't see is how much health does the player have? What are the player's stats? We don't know. We're a little bit clueless at the moment. So what we're going to be doing instead... will I increase the vote time? We'll see. I don't know if that'll be very important at the but what we're going to do instead is we're going to be building some of these UI elements so that we can see a little more detail about our player and be able to see like the health, for example, be able to see sort of the stats, maybe even build like a role thing. So some of you may remember in Neverwinter Nights, anytime that a character was making an ability roll or attack or anything like that, there was a little window at the bottom that showed like the rolls and the modifiers and stuff like that. Maybe we'll build something like that. I don't know. But this is like certainly at the very least the player health and like basic stats are necessary. So we might as well get that built. Hey, Bladed, welcome on in, dude. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you so much. Appreciated. Happy you've had me for so long. It's awesome to see you succeed as much as you have. Honestly, that's absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much for all your support and also being an amazing moderator. You have been a massive help ever since you've joined the mod team. Thank you so much. Keep us all entertained. Even if it's with shit going wrong sometimes, but I'm glad I can at least give you and keep you all entertained. So, what are we going to do? We are going to need to edit this canvas. So we're going to need to stop that, and we need to go to... Oh, that's our script. We're going to need to go to our scene view. So this is our game. It's currently saying this because there's no cameras at the moment. That's attached to the player. Probably going to change that later on. because at the moment, if the player rotates, it rotates the camera and moves everything around and yada yada yada. It's got a few issues. Hey, Cranberry! Holy shit! Thank you.
Bits.
Thank you so much for those celebratory bits. 400 bits. Holy shit! Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the support. Nice one. So, as I was saying, let's get this UI built. We're going to need to make edits. Now, it's not going to look super tidy. You might have noticed that what we've got at the moment is a little bit rough. That's fine. We'll keep it rough for now, and we can tidy it up later on when I've learned how to make a good-looking UI, which might take a few years. Maybe I'll go running to Will and go, Will, please, help. I'm great at making things work in the back end. The front end, I could do with sharpening my skills in that. So, let's see. We've got the canvas over here. We've got turn text, left panel. So now we're going to need to make a bottom panel. So, now, what we'll do is we'll just copy that. Bottom panel, and we'll just remove what's in it at the moment. Bottom panel. Who's a bottom? I cannot believe that. Materies, who the fuck have you been hanging out? Right, okay, so let's. Oh, wait, music! You literally loaded up Spotify. Come on, there we go. Awesome. Bit of chill hop. Let me know if the music's a bit too loud or anything, folks, and we can get that sorted. That is not wild. No, I want to move the bloody thing. Give it. Hill. No. Right, why is that behaving like that, eh? And we're already off to a fantastic fucking. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Zero that off. Zero that off. That means that. Maybe. I don't know if we bring it that way. Yeah, there we go. It helps if you bring it in the right direction, you puppet. I totally know what I'm doing. Ish. Okay. Now if we put it on, if we put it above that, yeah, there we go. So this is going to be where the gist of our UI is. So how much of our view is that going to take up out of him if we run the game now? At some point, I'm going to make like a few mini levels so that you guys actually get to play this out. Okay, that's not too much. We still get plenty of view. I do need to move the camera back away from the player a little bit, but I'll sort that out later. For now, let's just get some player stats in. So we're going to build another grey box, stick it down here. Okay, I'm not a fan of how that's rendering. Little bit rough, but hey, we did say it was going to be rough for now. Right. Okay, so canvas, grab the boats panel so that. What? Where the fuck did I put that? Hang on. No, okay, no. Right. From there. Go, right, okay. So let's again zero all that off. Okay, so now let's that down there in there. What's it there? Okay, now we'll say roughly 10. That's the z-axis. We want the right. There we go. Oh, who wants to listen to the right nowadays? I'm going to stop with the political jokes. So, here we go. I'll bring it down a little bit. So what are we gonna need? Let's make a few notes, shall we? Notepad. We are going to want health. Oh wait. No, I was actually gonna have a little health bar here, just above, and we can have a little graphic. So we'll do that. We're gonna need health. What stats did I give the player? I think I gave player strength, dex, and con. So we're gonna want to see those. Strength, dex, con. Anything else? Not that I can think. Oh, weapon and oh fucking hell! I don't know where the fuck you got an air elemental, but damn, nice one. Oh, I thought that was Lakea then. Drunk bandit. Wow, where the fuck did he come from? What an asshole. Cool, you'd think you'd at least find someone who could put up a good fight. So we're gonna want our weapon and armor. Then our attack bonus. We're gonna want our armor class. And we're going to want, well, hang on, attack bonus, armor class, oh, and damage rolls. So this is what we're going to want to try and fit on here somewhere. Okay, we can work with that. Let's start with health. Health. Let's just rename, no, leave that for the time being. We are going to want to add a new image. Call it player health image. Happy affiliate anniversary. Hey, thank you so much, Max. Also, same to you, Wolf Warrior. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. Best wishes to Liminal as well. Hi, I'm doing great, thank you. Got a little bit hectic for the last hour, but got it all sorted. Liminal's doing fine. They've just had to call out an engineer for their internet. They've had some internet issues of late. And the engineer changed time schedule on them. So that's why we've had to reprioritize a little bit. But don't worry, like I said, we'll be doing that tier list with them on Monday, which is why we're kind of doing this as a bit of a two-part event. Hey, thanks, Warrior. Don't need to ambush me, you know? You can just ask. But where would the fun be in that, I guess? Right, okay, so let's set up this health bar a little, shall we? So let's position it over here. So what I'm thinking is we have one. It's not going to be anything super fancy to start off with. That's a bit. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. A bit further. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so if we reduce that in height to say 20, and that does that. Yep. Naturally. We lowered this by another 25. Come on. Then we can make it wider. Let's say 500. Yeah, that'll do. And then what would that be? Minus 290. Oh, I can't do math apparently. 240. Oh, minus 340? I can do math, he says after failing A-level mathematics. Right, okay, so there's our health bar. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have another, we'll set the color for this one. We'll just set it as a straight blue for it. And then, player health, border, so that'll be the border. Then we will have another one just inside of it. Oh. Set that to that. Now if we set this to red, we set the height to maybe 35. See, 40, and then down by 5. Minus 5. Minus 5. Oh, not minus 5. Maybe if it's 30? I cannot do math very well. Hang on. If I bring this over here and then we get a bit of a better look. We just leave that as 0. Okay, it's near enough. With not 20 off there, so let's go. That's maybe a little bit. So instead we're gonna go 90. Anyone got any fun plans for the weekend then? Anyone up to anything fun? Let's set the name for this. I'll move this up. What I'm doing. Oh. Need that sweet, sweet XP. Sweet, sweet XP. Oh, have you got work, Cranberry? Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope it doesn't drag too long for you. You working both days? Let's see. So that gives us our bar. Now, so we're going to want a script. In fact, no, let's add some text out. We add some player health. Right in the middle, just where we want it. Okay, so if we just go at 2020, then we can position it. Put it in. Start that again, shall we? I'll going to a friend's birthday then. Awesome. Hope you have a great time, Max. Does PC been? I upgraded my PC. Nice one. How's the new PC been treating you? You've had a bit of a time to break it in now. Hope you're enjoying it, dude. I was off Tuesday and Thursday this week. Okay, so you've already had your weekend, so to speak. Well, that still sucks, but hey ho. When are you next off? Are you working like Monday, Tuesday as well? Hopefully it's not too long a spring of work. Get that back up. That's not done what I thought it was. Let's just go on. And then we'll manually like change the position slightly, like -5. Yeah, that'll do. So not anything fancy, but we'll set it up so that this text will change to show the player's health, but also the bar behind it will move along so you can see how much health the player has left as well. Look, shit. Can fix it up later on. For now, I'm just trying to get the basics in there. Very easy to pretty it up after, providing you have the skills to make images look pretty. I do not. I will be going and begging someone else to do that. Probably with a cash transaction. Right, okay, so we've got that. Now we are going to want to create a script for updating this. So let's go in game and UI. So player health. Oh, actually, rather than doing it there, player that's why. If we put it there, and then we can put it at the top level. Quit booping me! Quit booping me! PC is an absolute unit of a spaceship, can run everything. Nice one. There's definitely... Oh, come on! I'm getting real sick of this tag teaming, guys. I'll be off Monday and Tuesday. Awesome. So at least you've not got too many days of work before you've got some time off again. But yeah, there's something about getting a PC upgrade, isn't there, Max? Like, it's so nice. Honestly, I kind of want to be able to upgrade the storage on mine. It's the one thing. Like, mine is on the older side, but it runs fine. It's mainly the storage that could do an upgrade at this point. But I'm not really planning on upgrading anything on my PC. I want to, like, save to build a NAS. And after the NAS, then I'll probably start looking at saving to just build a whole new PC when we get there. Because by that point, it's probably going to be a couple of years. So it'll be nice to just build a new PC. Or some of these quotes. B for banging on the desk. Shit, the cops. Hey, Torskin, welcome on in, dude. How you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You've been around for a while, haven't you? You and a couple of the others have been real long-time followers. Like, what, 4 years now from the old channel? Been a wild time. Okay, right. So we've got our play stats script. Let's open this up. We'll be able to start dropping things in and setting it up so that we can make the calls to it needed to update the player stats. Yeah, still no followage, unfortunately. I haven't done any work on Lakea in months. I do need to do some work on her when I can. But unfortunately, that command is still stuck waiting. I don't, because the library I'm using needs to update before I can set up the followage command, because it's got a dependency on a few things. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. And have to look at my schedule. Hey, leave early. Okay. Wait, hang on. Look at my schedule. Wait, as in leave the stream early or leave work early? One's great. The other, that sucks if it's leaving early to go to work. You might want some attention. The stream assistant could certainly do with a bit of work. That is very true. Okay, so we're going to scratch all of that. We don't need any of that. And we are going to do bottom panel. And within bottom panel, we have, we'll call it player votes panel. Player stats. Right, okay, so this is what we're going to stick this script on. Yeah, player stats UI. So, grab that. We're going to drop our script on here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our stats to be on here and our health. This script will have references to these components. And then we'll set up some functions so this script can be called to update the stats. So, the player script will call that script and go, look, here's the player health. I want you to update the UI. And this script is going to be in charge of updating that UI. Oh no, Torskin! Oh, that sucks! Oh, you're not the only one's had that. Hair had that as well, but at 98. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. You were so close to triple digits. Like, you know what? I would be a little bit annoyed at that. I know I say you use it's a bit of fun, but at that point, that is pretty frustrating. Near the end of the year as well. You could have been on triple digits. Oh, unlucky dude. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're hitting triple digits. Twitch might not have rewarded you for it, but as far as I'm concerned, you've hit triple digits, dude. Nice job. Appreciate all the times you join. I have an idea. Code me a small mini game where the system keeps spawning random units until the PC crashes. See how my spaceship could handle that. That would be kind of funny. How quickly do you want it to spawn things in, Max? And do you want, like, just a 3D mesh? Or do you want, like, an actual AI that, like, wanders around or something? I'm pretty sure I have something like that somewhere. I'd have to have a look. I do remember, way back at our first ever Game Jam, Global Game Jam 2017, one of the other teams who I was good friends with, because there was a couple of guys from Dodgeball, they nearly broke one of the PCs. In fairness, the PC was in poor condition for this to happen because it was running very hot. It probably needed like a change in thermal paste or something like that. But they accidentally coded their game. They were trying to make a dodgeball game. So there was 5 balls on the screen, as is the ruling with 5-ball dodgeball, which is what everything was moving to at the time. However, the game had a bit of a memory leak in the fact that it spawned 5 balls every single frame. And it very quickly got out of hand, especially as they were physics objects. So they left it running for half an hour, and the poor PC, I think it dropped down to rendering like 1 frame every 5 seconds or something like that. It got that bad. Oh boy, right, anyway, so we've got this. So let's start by getting our so a serialized field, and we'll go on to set up a header component, game, object. Spell objects, right? That's not how you spell object. And input. Fucking hell, my spelling today, holy shit. So we are going to want an image. Probably going to be wanting to use that. There we go. Let's make it a private image. And that is outside the class, you absolute boner. Get it in there, you muppet. Oh man, yeah, it was quite hilarious. I think they fixed it. I don't think they finished the game in time. It was quite ambitious what they were trying to do. But I think they fixed that specific bug. It was a cool idea though. Stream streak was bound to reset sometime. I guess, but it still sucks a bit. Unlucky, dude. Also, when the fuck did I get the collar? Hang on, hold up. Which of you little shits snuck up on me with this? Asshole. If I use more than 2 brain cells, something tells me maybe we won't go. I mean, your PC would be fine. Honestly, it'll be fine. The reason the PC at the Game Jam was struggling is because at that point in time, they were not well looked after. Those ones hadn't been, like, really refreshed or anything in years, and they were all pretty, like, run in. So the issue was the thermal paste and everything in the cooler weren't properly cooling the CPU. This meant the CPU was able to go hotter than it should have been. In a well-maintained system or one that's just been, like, upgraded like yours, you'd be absolutely fine. The PC would start struggling, but you wouldn't have any issues. At worst, the Unity would crash and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not doing that again. Going to cinema now? No worries. Watching Craven. Awesome. Enjoy, Torskin. Thanks so much for dropping in. And once again, sorry about your your Twitch streak. Little gut in that. Enjoy the movie, buddy. I'm just finishing off me cuppa. Alrighty, so private image, player health bar, and then what's the other one we've got? Private text mesh pro, I think. Right, text mesh pro UI aisle. Go player of text. There we go. Plasma PC would fill its destiny. Blast those coolers to full thrust. She's taking off, Captain. Oh, true jet turbine, eh? I have had PCs that have become one hell of a noisy bugger once they've wrapped up. I remember having one ages ago. My main desktop at the time had died. That means I was using an old backup. It was like an old Athlon. Not a great PC. It worked. It did what I needed, but it sucked having to use it at the time. But that thing was loud. It was so loud that I was at university, and when I was back at my parents' house over Christmas, I was the only one in the house. The PC was upstairs in the bedroom. I'd gone downstairs and I could still hear it. And it wasn't doing anything particularly intensive either. It was just that noisy. Oh man, hopefully your PC's a little bit quieter than that, buddy. Anyway, so let's see. Now that's done. So I'm gonna move. Twice. Move that. So, oh shit. Put down the wrong fucking. That's Oh. Okay. Okay. Hang on. This is the bottom panel. Okay. With that, make sure these ones aren't like miss anything. Player option. Yeah. Player virtual. Yeah. Okay, good. Because I copied it from earlier. Yeah, muppet. It's been barely noticeable at all. Super quiet unless you literally put. Aye, that's the way it should be. I don't mind PCs getting a little bit louder when they're working really hard. But you do typically want it to be quiet. Mine's not that quiet, which is a little bit awkward because my mic is mounted near one of the exhaust fans, which is less than ideal. But unfortunately, that's the only place I've got to set it up at the moment. As time goes by and I'm able to sort out my office, that'll be a little bit better. But for now, it's just the way it's got to go. I have tidied up a lot of my office, to be fair. So hopefully at some point over the next 4 or 5 months, I'll be able to move my PC up there and have a little bit more space. But we will have to wait and see on that front. But something other cool. Ooh. Okay, well, seeing as though we're in a dev stream, it's easy enough to tab out. I normally wait until after the stream, but it's a little bit easier on these. I see where this is going.
Hey guys, my computer seems a little bit louder.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no. Okay, you guys probably heard that in Twitch chat, but I'm putting a link in a Twitch chat for everyone's benefit still. Oh, fucking hell. That is pretty loud. I don't think mine was that bad. It's been a few years. I would have to, like, I don't know for certain. It might have been, but I don't think it was that bad. It certainly didn't ramp up that quickly. It was not that capable. Had to. Oh, I'm not blaming you for a moment, dude. Not blaming you for a moment. Alright, okay, so. We're going to move that. Drop that down here. Yeah. So we want that. No. Why have we not got any? Oh, because we haven't saved our script. That's why. Okay, player health bar. Our health bar. Ah, here it is. Health. Order image. No, let's rename that. Bar. Bar and then text. Want that. Okay, so. Ooh, that's not what we want. So now if we set up a public void update player health, we're going to want to take in an int current health, then int max health. Okay, there's only one possible solution where I think my PC would in theory go that full force. Is that doing one of your renders? I know you said they take a long time, which is not a surprise given the quality that they're rendering in. If you're doing like a lot of like heavy lighting stuff as well. Okay. I should have seen that one coming. Anyway, okay. So, first up, we can, when we call this function, we can update the player health text. But text equals, we are going to go current health plus that plus max health. That would update health. I'm going to make sure that's still, yes, that is consistent. Okay. Another thing we're going to have to do, and I can't entirely remember how we do this, but I might have to. This is when we turn, well, it turns out we've used wrong. Hang on. It's been a short while. Unity image health bar. There's a way you can set up an image for the UI to basically be, you can set a fill value for how full it is in a certain direction. And then it'll just render to that health. We'll watch the Brackies tutorial, but I'd rather not. What? Texture type? Okay. I don't really care about that. I just want a raw image for. Just want a raw image. Well, that we're not doing anything that complicated. Different kind of image. Hang on, I'm pretty sure there's multiple kinds of image. Is it raw image? Raw image. Let's just watch that Brackies tutorial. When in doubt, watch Brackies. Not that he makes Unity stuff
Have you
anymore.
guys ever heard the one
blame
about
him.
the polar bear that walks into a bar and he's like, "Can I get a beer?" Cold player that just stores the health of our player. We'll have a look at this later when we want to hook up our health bar to the bar. And let's just make it the same size as our health bar sprite here. There we go. This way we can take our border and parent it to the health bar. So now we can have all our different sprites inside of this health bar object. Let's also go ahead and add the fill for our health bars. Let's right click on the health bar, go UI and create another image. And for this one, we don't need a sprite since we just want it to be a solid color. But I'm going to go ahead and put it above our border so that it shows underneath. And up here in the rect transform, we can see the different angle presets. I'm going to hold down Alt and click on the bottom right one. This is going to scale the image to fill our entire health bar. And it's also going to set the angle points around this health bar so that if we change the scale of our health bar, we change the scale of our fill as well. Let's then go ahead and rename this to fill. Let's also select
Bracky. Oh, he's made the av. Ooh, okay. What D&D show is that, Cranberry? I'll be honest, the main thing I know Bracky's from is he used to be considered the god of Unity. Like, his tutorials, I swear, like, Unity would not have the community it does without Bracky's. It is, but he has walked away. He stopped making tutorials. And then after the whole, like, crap that Unity pulled the other year, with the licensing and the runtime fee, he was like, nah, I'm gonna come back for a short bit, but I'm gonna make tutorials on Godot instead, which was nice to see. I love that artwork. Which one's that? I know which one it was. I can tell by which message goes in chat now. Yeah, honestly, some amazing artwork there. Zeal does some amazing your characters here. The Unexpectables. That definitely sounds like an apt name for most D&D groups. That is not what I want to do, dang it.
Our health bar and just scale it to fit inside of our border to make sure that none of them actually has a component that makes this incredibly easy to control. So let's select our health bar here and let's go ahead and add a slider component. I'm going to make this non-interactable. I'm going to set the transition to none, navigation to none, and this way we make sure that it's just a completely static object and that we can't interact with it within the game. However, if we now take our fill here and drag it into the fill rect, we can see that we get this value slider. And just by adjusting the...
Okay, that was not what I thought it was. And that might be because that's an older version of Unity, like 3 versions behind, but let's give that a go. So, what do you... Where did he add that slider
up here, so we can take our fill now and simply scale. I'm going to hold down as well. Goes outside. And the cool thing about this, so let's select our health bar here and let's go ahead and add a slider component. I'm going to make this non-interactable. I'm going to set the transition to none, navigation to none.
Okay, so we'll just get added to this itself because I don't think. No, oh, did I spell that? I didn't spell it right. You. So now if we drag this. Not drag itself. Oh, hang on. Looking in the wrong bit. Fill reds. That's what we're looking for. Wrong one. No? Did not? Is that not what he did? Self-fat image. Why is it not letting us add that, eh? Did not expect this to be... Every time I think I've got something nice and simple we can use. Nope. Always ends up being a bit of a bugger. That not... Are you not letting me... See what else...
None, and this way we make sure that it's just a completely static object and that we can't interact with it within the game. However, if we now take our fill here and drag it into the fill rect, we...
Hey, that's what we were doing. The only difference is what the component our slider is. Maybe that does need to be on a different... By putting it on a different... We put it on the top. We put it here. On and then on. Tab out. Okay, yeah, that worked absolutely fine. So it's clearly something else was wrong with that. Although kind of annoying, that's resized the blood. Has it done that, eh? Well, at least we've got that. Huh. Oh, it's gone left to right. Go red one. Not quite what I thought this was gonna do. Okay. Why is it? How are you? I'm not convinced this is working good. Something else is wrong here, and I'm not quite sure what. Oh no, that's not going to be helpful. Absolutely. Different, eh?
We can see that we get this value slider. And just by adjusting this slider, we can make our health bar go up and down.
Did he have
Change the scale of our fill as well, going up and down. And also select our health bar and just scale it to fit inside of our border to make sure that none of the fill shows outside. And the cool thing about this setup here is we can take our fill now and simply scale it here in order to create the illusion of our health going up and down. And an even cooler thing is that the UI system actually has a component that makes this incredibly easy to control. So let's select our health bar here and let's go ahead and add a slider component. I'm going to make this non-interactable.
He made it in... Hasn't... Our only change is whether you can interact with. Something has gone very wrong. Not quite. Back up a little. Come on, no. Interact. No. Is it on another image? Did he have it on the image, or did he have it on the empty game? Oh, he has it. I can't tell if it's on. No, it is under an empty game object. Okay, I wonder if that's... Wouldn't have thought that component would cause problems. Question. Have you had a panic moment with Unity where you've misclicked something, something goes horribly wrong? Do you realize there's an easy undo option, but you're in a state of panic for a few minutes still? Yeah, definitely had moments like that. Also had some moments where it's not necessarily been so easy to undo. The main ones usually are when it's quite a CPU intensive task or something like that. No, I think a good one would be while loops don't work well in Unity because Unity itself is effectively a very complex while loop. So while kind of abusing the systems a little bit, I kind of I've crashed Unity a few times, unintentionally because of like a misclick or whatever. Like I've put in some code that I've known been dodgy, but I've put in temporarily to do something else, and I've accidentally ran it with that bad code, which is not the way you should be developing. As a heads up, you should never really be intentionally running with bad code. But there we go. I thought I lost my entire book one time. I nearly died. Oh, God, that would be a nightmare. Those situations run real images. Well, yeah, it's so easy to do sometimes. So easy to do. Right, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna remove that component. And we're gonna do a Unity image fill amount. Because that's the way I'm remembering. Yeah, this is what I thought it was, not the slider. I'm pretty sure the slide is the old way. I don't see fill here. Raycast palette? No, that's Raycast. That's good. Unity image fill health bar. Come on.
Hey, welcome back to InfoGamer. In this lesson
tutorial
on my shields, you can see I also have
this
this blue circle,
need to be
which
a
is
12-minute
and the Y
tutorial.
to 0. For the maximum, I set the X to 0.5, and for the Y, I set it to 1. Color to a light blue to represent my shields. And so that's how you would create a linear fill meter. Now let's look at this canvas. You can see in the left and 5 in the right.
Okay,
so that's
I don't like this tutorial. He's talking a lot about things that when you're making a tutorial, you try not to... Okay, I realize this is kind of money to avoid for no reason, but if you're ever making a tutorial, try not to go into details about things that are specific to your project. Like there, admittedly, I should have watched more to get context before saying this, but he was talking like the color of his health bar and stuff like that to represent shields. That is a detail that's specific to his game. Now, if he's making a video that's talking about his game, great, that's the kind of detail you want. If you make a tutorial teaching how to use a certain component, that's not relevant. The color in that doesn't matter. Unless you're trying to make it relevant to a tutorial in some way, you don't need to talk about it. You're just
in this
floating
Unity
your
tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create a simple health bar in Unity.
Yes, this is what I want.
1920 by 1080. Create a UI image as a child of the canvas. Change its sprite to a square, change the color to black, and resize it to best suit your game. Rename this to border and duplicate it. Change its color to red and slightly downsize it.
Does it have one?
Then duplicate the red image and set the color to green. On the green image, change the image type to filled. Fill method to horizontal.
Image type. Okay. I don't think we have that. Now, let's go back in the tutorial. This is a good tutorial. It's small, concise, but it has the info you need. Fortunately, I might be running... I think I'm running 2022. This is 2020. I might have to look at specifically
the red image
2022.
and set the color to green.
I didn't
On the green
think
image,
they'd made
change the
UI
image
changes.
type.
Definitely an
Create a UI image as a child of the canvas. Change its sprite to a square, change the color to black, and resize it to best.
I don't think we have that. Oh, we... That because it... Oh, it doesn't... I'm clearly missing something. It's gonna be something really stupid. Maybe... I can't believe this is what we're stuck on. Really? Okay. Apply a source image to the image component and image. Right, okay, source image. If you spell source properly. It is. Nope. I what you realise, Max. What's up, buddy? Thank you very much. I will go and make a cuppa during our break. Appreciate it, buddy. See that not turning out to be. I'm guessing. But once again, I'll expect this to be. Damn it! Really? What a pest. What a pest. Oh, I'm being tagged in a Discord message. What's up? Yeah, I'll look at that. Look at that later on. Why are we having this? Okay. Okay. By element. UI pack. Really? The image class, since you use terms like, I'm guessing, common mistake UI is somehow replaced. They're two separate independent purchase design. Okay. Free UI. This is why Unity's a pest. Why does it have 3 UI frameworks? Really? Seriously, Unity, can you just make one and stick with it? And if it becomes depreciated, then stop, depreciate it properly and make a new one. Actually make a new one and complete it, instead of half-arsing multiple of them. Oh. I mean... What version of Unity? Try either more coffee or less coffee. Thing is, I can't actually get packaging at the moment because the package manager keeps insisting that I'm offline, and I have sent in a ticket to Unity, and they've not answered over a week later. So I can't install packages at the moment. Just cannot install packages. Thanks, Unity, for being fucking useless. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. A real pain in the ass. Yeah. I'll chase them up later on. I'll make a new ticket and chase them. Unity 2022 image health bar tutorial. Let's just find new tutorial, specifically this version. Okay, May 2022. This might be the one.
Today we're going to learn how to set up a health bar inside our Unity game, and this is actually a continuation of the last video where we learned how to. So if my health goes to 0, then I can actually end the game. So we just hits you or something.
Health hit 0 ends the game. Oh, who'd have thunk it? Oh, maybe it's just me, but I prefer short, concise tutorials. I'm not there for your personality. I'm not there to get a complete rundown of everything. Yes, a tutorial needs to have everything that you need to be able to do the task. That doesn't mean it needs additional information. It is a fine balancing act, I will grant you that, but still. Companies have customer service. Yeah, well, part of it is because I'm using the free version. If you use the paid version, you get, responded to faster, so that's just that, which I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with. But over a week to answer a support ticket is taking the piss. I haven't even had anything to acknowledge it. I got, the original automated email saying, we've received your ticket. Nothing
Essentially what you have to do there. But that's besides the point, because that's kind of a UI thing. Let's overlay. I'm going to go inside my inspector over here, and as you can see, we now have a image component. Inside of the image component, we can go ahead and add which sprite we want to have as an overlay. I do already have a couple of sprites ready that I create your sprites. You do want to make sure that you're doing that. I'm going to go ahead and click the health bar overlay again inside my hierarchy. I'm just going to go ahead and take my overlay and drag onto my source image. And then you can actually see that we kind of have it down here at the bottom. It is a little bit weird and stretched. So what we can do is we can actually itself. So I'm going to hold down Alt and I'm going to sense in just a second. We will get to it. So for the color of this image here, so I'll just click the image color. And then I'll change it to red, so it actually matches with a health bar. Now, something that's really important to mention here is that whenever you want to change the sizing of this red bar that you have here, you don't want to be changing it inside the fill color, but instead do it inside the empty game object that we created, which is the HB_fill. And I'm just going to go ahead and resize it here. And as you can see, it actually scales with the actual parent container. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure that it goes to the border of my empty transparency inside my overlay, you know, just so we don't have it going far beyond, but we also don't have it before it actually stops here. So you can see there's a little bit of transparency going on in here. Again, depending on what kind of image you have, it's going to resize a little bit differently, but I'm just going to go ahead and resize it to just around here. Now, I do also want to just pull it a little bit down from the top, just so we don't have it peeking up above my overlay image. And just like that, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to take the HP fill, move it above my overlay, because when it comes to canvases, whatever is at the top is what goes behind inside the order. And then you can see we have this inside.
Okay, I'm not going to rest that.
Our little overlay here, so it actually looks neat and tidy. So with this created, we can now go ahead and add the slider effect, so we can actually control how much filling it should have depending on what the health of the player is. So I'm going to go inside my HB_fill. I'm going to add a component, which is going to be a slider. And inside the slider component, we can just sort of tick off the interactable, the transition, because we don't need to have that when it's just a simple slider for a health bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fill color, drag it into my fill rectangle, which is inside the slider component. And just like that, you can see it just kind of goes away. And that's because right now we have a value set to 0 inside this little slider that we have inside the component that allow for us to control how much of the filling should be filled out inside our health bar. Now, currently inside our game.
Okay, so it is still going to be using the slider. I just don't get why that's being. Maybe if we move player health text. I want to just the player bar, and if that up, yeah, bar, go on that above ordering does matter. Now, if we add slider component here, open this up, on, we're going to get that on. I wonder if it was the text that was causing some issues. No, it is still doing that. What? Why? Why are you doing that, Unity? That is not helpful. Right to left? Yep, it's still doing the same fucking thing. Is it because of have I fucked up now? No, it doesn't look like it. So I'm not sure why it's doing it this way. Maybe if we order him. Does that, so what's this gonna do now with this? It just doesn't. I'm going to move that component. Oh, I'm just gonna put it back to here, and then we'll move that component, and we're going to ignore the health bar for now because I'm getting annoyed with that. We'll just get it to update the number as it is. So what we're going to do now, we're going to want our player script here. So this is going to want to grab the reference to our UI for this. So we'll get that done. Now, we could do a game object search, but that'll search through everything. Rather than not do, we could do find by tag. That might be the better way of finding our stats. Where's that? Okay, you know what? We'll position that on the go, so that it's all under the bottom panel, even if that bit is. So if we are able to get reference our stats panel, we give the other panel. No, I don't know if it's worth giving them. Anyway, so add tag. So we're gonna call this player stats. Right. Just say save. That. I made a copy of that. I wish I should let you make a copy after the player stats panel. So, cast origin. I don't remember. Or we are new player stats by player Y. We're not going to serialize that. I don't think it could be serialized anyway. Character. We are going to say the player UI game of find game object with tag. What did we player stats? Player I get component. Ooh. Player stats UI. Okay. So this will give us our reference to why does it not? Okay. Oh, that's option. Hold on. That's there we go. I hope so. Right, script. Right, so this gives us the reference to a script. So now update abilities with player UI dot update health. We pass in current health and max health. So if we set that we've changed this to say 5 by 5. We go into our main menu scene, run the game. Why is that not working? That's it. That's just straight up not working. Oh? That's weird. It's not even throwing any errors or anything. Current health does not exist. Okay. Usually that would put... Oh, health. Okay, why is it got current health showing up then? I got... Hey! Yeah, Lupin pulled the rope prank again. Little shit. Right, okay. A little bit weird that it wasn't throwing errors down in the console. Seems to be running now. So if we do this... Aha! Okay. running we would expect. Okay, so let's go back to our game scene. I like that one. Glad you like it. It's a cool little one, that. I did up it to do like 1,000 verbs as a test at one point. OBS did not appreciate it. Once it got to, I think it was about 100 verbs, OBS started tanking. And it started tanking badly. It got to a point where it was needing like 10 seconds to render one frame. So, yeah. Definitely struggled. It took it a while. Anyway, so now we can add our other bottom panel. Got our health bar. Now that panel. So fire. Okay. Oh wait, no, we don't need health because we're already displaying health. So what was the next bit? Strength, dex, and con. Okay, yeah, we can show those. Strength, text. Strength. Let's stick to that. No, we'll print the set form out. Read just this. Now, copy that. Dexterity and text. It's dexterity. Go. Aren't they? Round it out. Okay. Seven. 40. 30. 30's like it. Then if we have one for on. Just going with simple abilities for now. I might expand it later on, but figured try and keep it simple. Seeing as though it's like got limited ways that can be played around with from Twitch chat, I didn't want to add too many like complicated things. On speed. Tell it right. And how have I done it? So, not ideal, but works. So, what else did we do? Weapon, armor, okay. Then we had attack bonus, armor class, and alright. Have weapon and armor. X. $50. No. These are just basically base values, so I've got something to like reference as I'm like looking at it. Okay, that's not too bad. And then to the right of that, we can have like attack bonus, armor class, damage rolls. Okay. Not ideal layout, but it works. It works. Now, I do need... How did these work again? It's been a short while. So this is the character class. Every character, whether it's the player, whether it's a monster, basically anything that moves, like, uses this class. So we've got, well, that calculates the direction it faces, and player won't be using that at the moment. Make attack roll for damage. Weapon. That's gonna be nice. Yeah. Okay. Figuring out how best to be able to shoot. Also going to there, because these aren't going to be updated very often. Public void. We will make an individual class. No, we'll just don't need. We're never going to be up. We'll just do it in the. So that's player health, public void, update, player. That abilities. And it's super useful because it could come in handy in the future, even with Unreal Engine. I mean, a lot of it is going to be relatively simple, relatively similar. I know I was faffing about with the fill bit. I'll be honest, I've never gone with the UI in Unity. That's partly Unity and partly me. It's a bit of both sides. But, like, a lot of it will still be similar in, like, the way you do some of it. So you've still got to be able to, like, link, like, your player and represent your player in some way. So a lot of games of this type will still have things like a health bar and that, and you've got to think, well, how am I going to update the health bar realistically and stuff? So when I gave a presentation at work based on game engine a while ago, it was a case of a lot of game engines have a lot of the same components in now. And obviously they've all got different features in some ways, they do different things, but a lot of the core components you'll see are often the same. Strength, that one, system, go. We'll take it as a tuple because the tuple can take. Really should put the. That's something to note later on. But anyway, strength. That one's. Because then we can store the score itself for the ability and the modifier for it. Out of interest, do you do much coding with the Unreal Engine, Max? I know, like, you do a fair bit of animation. You're looking to do some modeling work. Are you looking at, like, so the other sides, like maybe so the shaders or anything like that? Out of curiosity. I want realizable. Yeah. Strength, text. Oh. That. Good. Realize feet. This will mean we'll have reference to the 3 text objects on the screen. So like our text canvas, so that we'll be able to update that after the. So let's see. Go on here now. Strength text, text, and I did some code at one point where I created a realistic water. Ooh, realistic water is not easy to do. Liquids in general are just difficult, so that is pretty impressive. Other than that, it's mostly been putting in the models and regular textures, then animating the cameras and lights. That's fair. I'm assuming Unreal most likely has some kind of animator component. It's probably not too dissimilar to Unity's in some ways, I imagine. It's probably still a lot of like keyframe based with a lot of interpolation and stuff like that, I imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong, I am kind of guessing, but a lot of it seems to be using a lot of the same tools and that. Anytime, hey, you know, I enjoy seeing what other people make, and learning how they do it as well is always a nice bit of fun. Freaking lots. Yeah, with the, like, complexity of your animations, I can imagine you have a lot of keyframes. Like, ours have nowhere near, like, hang on. You're probably gonna cry at how few some of these have. I don't know if, hang on, if I go here now, we go scene. So this is one of our monsters. So this is the idle animation. You can see not many keyframes. If I go on like the attack, boom, boom, nice and simple. I am not an animator. You could most likely do a much better job of this. I'm not an animator, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Right, okay, right, back to work. Game UI. Doing this. Updating this. Okay. That should be out. Strengthen that. Yep. I have like 1,000. Whoo! Oh boy, I bet that takes a long time to do. That was super well optimized. It was just really simple. I would like to make them better later on, but at the same time, for now, for that model, it kind of works. And at the end of the day, this is not even an alpha build yet. Like, come on. This is not going to be a complete product for a hell of a long time, if it ever even is a complete product. That's a bit of a sore point at the moment, heck, because real life, I'm boarding. Well, I'm not boarding, but I'm certainly losing her. In character, I'm going to say jumping into a cold river does wonders for your fur. In real life, I'm going to say don't ask. If every second is 24 frames. So you're running at 24 frames. Okay. Most of those frames have multiple keys in them. Wow, so you're literally dictating the movement, everyone. Yeah, no, I don't. I let the engine do a lot of the work. I am lazy. I say I want you to start here, end here. I want you to be roughly here in the middle. Figure out the rest yourself. Again, I feel like this is the difference between, like, a real animator and someone who's just trying to get something to work. Oh, man. Oh, I did, yeah, if you jump in the river in the middle of winter, it's gonna be cold, huh? Gonna be fucking cold. Player, strength, text equal strength plus, strength dot item 1 plus, yeah, you can never have a negativity. I had to remember what I was doing for a sec. Strength dot item 2. Kind of like this format, I think. We'll give it a test run in a minute, see how it looks. That 3 times and correct these. Bet you smell like a wet canine for some hours. Yeah, probably. It would explain why the other 2 stay clear from me. Dexterity. Dexterity, not decimal. Holy crap. Oh, no. I'll cry. 30. Again, I love what I do. Oh, absolutely. I get it, Max. Like, I moan constantly about development when shit breaks and it doesn't go right and yada, yada, yada. Like, I was just... How many times have I moaned about Unity already? Like, on this stream alone. And yet, I'm still sat here developing. I still go to game jams and stuff like that. So I can 100% get where you're coming from. 100% get where you're coming from. I just like to moan. That's the problem. I just like to moan. Constitution. I don't even know if I've spelled that right. Constitution. No, I haven't. Now I have. I think. I hope. I could use a spell checker, but where would the fun be in that? There we go. Now go to play a script. When it initializes, player UI dot player ability. Yeah, I just like to. Oh, Lakea doesn't moan too much, but only because otherwise the other option is for me to stink. Looping, well, he just looks like a southern cat, so he can moan all he wants. Let's see. Now, is asset as a tuple really the? No, that's just not like it needs to be anywhere else. So we are just going to go int strength odd. Just to update all of these. Security mod. Boom, boom, boom. Really, do you give ammunitions? Yeah, well, what can I say? You guys need the help. You would never match me if I didn't lend you a helping the Well, that comeback died in my throat, didn't it? Oh, fucking hell. Well, okay, I'm going back to coding. Fuck you all. Oh, Constitution. Mod. There we go. Right. Strength plus mod. Mod. Dex. On. And mod. Go. Okay. Is it helping hand or helping paw? Helping paw, we all got paws. I mean, we still got opposable thumbs. You kind of need those. But it's still paws. Right, we're going to test this, and then we're going to take a short break, because I want a cup of tea. I have not got as much done as I was hoping, but fuck it. We're still going to go. Right, okay, so that's that done. Play a script. Going to want to pass in strength. Strength, mod, dexterity, dex mod, constitution, and constitution. I really should put those in their own class. I'll have to update that later on. Right, okay. Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I'm not a huge fan. Not gonna lie, not a huge fan. I would agree with you. I think I definitely preferred it beforehand. Definitely preferred it beforehand. Now let's give this a quick test. And hey, there we. Well, that's interesting. 2 of them have worked. Where's that bottom one? Oh, you. Oh. Alright, let's try that again now, shall we? Yeah, it's but I would definitely agree with you. Like the fact that it's up here, like it. Not a huge fan like that. I don't know if it's like a bug. I don't know. I guess I can see why they've moved it above. Yeah. It might just be I don't like the change more than the change itself, but yeah. Definitely a little unsure about it. There we go. 10 strength, 10 dex, on weapon, dex 11. Oh, we haven't actually updated those after. Okay. So, we are going to go for a quick break because I want a cup of tea. When we get back, we'll get it to display the weapon and the armor class, the armor. Then we can display the stats for like the weapon attack modifier, our armor class, and our potential damage rolls. What? Ooh, crits would probably be a good one to display as well. Okay. Anyway, we're going to call it there. We will be back in a few moments.
So, what's the excuse for letting the fire go out this time? Freak weather pattern or just complete ineptitude? What's wrong with this picture? I'll give you a hint. It's missing something warm and bright.
That baby's quote gets me every fucking time. Alright, let's get back into this, shall we? So, back in. We've got it showing strength dex on. Let's get it showing weapon and armor. Looks dirty, but it'll do for now. It'll do. At the end of the day, it's easy enough to make mine look a little bit prettier later on when I put more thought into that. Fire weapon text and then serialized field private text to fire armor. Okay, around the idea, if coding wasn't too much of a hustle, could we ever, in theory, see a winter version of the Stream Woodlands? Like with snow? So, funnily enough, Matt, the weather asset I'm doing does do, I'm using an asset from the asset store, and it supposedly does snow and stuff like that. You may have noticed it, like we get random weather, like with rain or fog and that sometimes. The issue is that the snow one and that just straight up doesn't work. And I've been slowly removing some of the other weather assets because they have issues for one reason or another. Like some of the wind ones were just making the trees bend around like laggy bands. It was really distracting for folks during streams because you can still see some of the trees in the background a little bit. So in theory, yeah, at some point I've been saying I want to remake the Woodland Scene. That was one of the things that was going to happen this year, but unfortunately just not had time to do it. So at some point we are going to be like completely revamping the Woodland Scene. But it's just a case of time at the moment. We've got a lot of projects on the go. I genuinely wish I had more time to do this. Genuinely wish I had more time to make content and do this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, it's just not something that we do. Public void. No, we don't want the update function. No. Public void. What are we doing? We're doing equipment. Equipment. What am I doing? Update equipment. Update equipment. Okay, weird. Update equipment. That means one weapon. Armor. Yeah, so like the idea is I was gonna save this as a surprise, but like I don't know when it'll be done for a while. I want to change it so there's actually multiple areas of the woodland. So we've got like here as a base camp. I would set it up so that you've got like base camp, then you've got like a cooking area, and then you've got like a fire area, like a wood cutting area. The idea is that you guys using the channel redeems and stuff like that would be able to move between the different areas on a cooldown to like stop it getting spammy. And at different areas you'd get different activities you could do, like while in AFK. So you might decide that while on break you might go to a wood cutting area and cut a load of wood, or you might later decide you want to go to like the fire area and get a fire going. That's the rough idea of it. And at some point we'll get there. It just won't be for a while, unfortunately. A lot of stuff to do, so it'll be cool to do, but a lot of stuff to do for it, unfortunately. Anyway, let's get these updated. So now we want to do player weapon text dot text. How are we doing it? It's like weapon and armor, right? Yeah. Now weapon. Player armor text dot. Whoop. Text. Also, OBS has now just cleared my chat for me. Like, thanks, OBS. I don't know why OBS is having a problem staying connected to Twitch chat. It's been a little bit dodgy with that for a short while now. I'm going to blame Twitch. Could be OBS, but I'm going to blame Twitch anyway. Right. So, yeah. Get player health, abilities. Player Y dot the equipment. Weapon dot name. Armor dot name. Okay, I can't remember what the player's equipped with, so I'm going to real quickly go on canvas, bottom panel. We're going to change this to chainmail, and this to Morning Star, just because I can't remember what I actually gave the player for this one. Mild inconvenience occurred in life. Yeah, look, despite what you guys might think, I do not blame Twitch for everything. Like, their API in that is a bit of a mess. They keep changing it. The documentation isn't great, and some of the developers who help in their forums aren't really that helpful. But I'm not going to blame them for everything. Just when they bloody deserve it, which unfortunately is a little more often than it should be. That's interesting. Which world did I load again? Might have loaded a broken one. Okay. Let's try loading a different one. Test campaign. Well, that's a little concerning. What? Where's the Why is it all invisible? What? Okay, no, something's broken. Why is it not telling me? Why is the console not giving me any errors? This is not helpful. Hang on, it started when I brought this in. We get rid of that? Unity is not being very helpful. Okay. So for some reason... Oh, okay. So I know why it's not working. I don't know why it's not, like, reporting errors, but I know why it's not working. We haven't given it the reference to these bits of text, so it's crying because it doesn't have the reference to them. Here we go. Why it didn't give us that in an error, I don't know. It should have given us that in the console, which is a little bit worrying, but at least we've got it fixed now. And there we go. Okay, well, I know for a fact I did not give the player those. Oh, did I give? Yeah, short sword and leather armor. So why is that not? Oh yeah, he commented it out because it broke shit. That's why. Oh, bring that back in. And let's go. Short sword, leather armor, awesome. So now we can get the other bits in. So, what did we say we want? We want attack bonus. Hang on. Let's put the armor class on top. So the attack stuff is attack bonus, damage rolls, and then critical. Okay. So, let's see. Let's get our components. Those on. Y game menu and the panel that okay. X. Further to the right. Away. Go. Give those. No. 2,000. Oh, that's way too. Right. Okay. This now wants to see. Want a attack bonus. By 40 didn't 30. Damage. Damage 1d4 plus 0, just yeah. 10. And we'll do critical. So because the way it works, if I vaguely remember this off the top of my head, we grab the weapon. Get weapon. How do we determine if it... I think if it's like... How did we define if it... Right, so yeah, we're using the 2d12 system, that's it. So in 2d12, this is what the Dagger Heart system uses, which is a Dagger Heart being the TTRPG. It uses 2d12 for your ability roll, which is what we do here. If on the 2d12 you roll the same number on both dice, say like 2 5s or 2 7s, that's defined as a critical. So what we're doing is a weapon has a certain number of damage and range. It might be like a 1d6 or maybe like a 2d4 normally. And when you get a critical, it adds a set of critical dice to it. So it may be like a 1d6 with 1 crit die. So it becomes a 2d6 if you roll critical damage. Some goes wrong, Maximus in the present moment. Oh, overthinker. Oh, that's not relatable at all, is it? See. Critical. Right, so now we do that. Come back here. The nice thing is, once we've done this bit, we won't need to open this text again, this script again. Or at least it'll be very rare that we need to open this. Player, what's the top? Armor, class, text, serialized field, private, X-Men. Helps if you spell private, right? Yeah, player, Akbar, player, Ak, text, serialized field, text, why? Fuck off, caps lock. X. Serialize. I am really not doing well with English today, am I? Fucking hell, you wouldn't think that I'm actually great. Yeah. Like void. Modifier. Armor class. Don't care what anyone says. Even so, it speaks English basically natively. It's hard. It is a horrible language. It's not really a language. It's like several languages hiding in a trench coat. Bloody bitch. Honestly, it's like I've said many times, folks who do it as a second or third language, like, honestly amaze me. Genuinely, it is not an easy one to learn. Okay. Do this. Do it as part of the string weapon. Then we want a int attack bonus. Don't want to do it. We'll do it. Battle. Int armor class. Int attack roll. No. Attack modifier. Int. Could be more. Stuff. Thing. Weapon. Attack bonus. I want to get some. We've got some bonus public number damage. Nice. Hey, Vicken06888, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Woodland Rangers. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the weekend. Whatever you do, do not try and learn Finnish. I have no intention. Like, I struggle enough with English as it is, and English is my first fucking language. I've got no chance trying to learn another one. Like, again, I don't know how people learn several languages. It is a very unique skill. How am I doing? I am doing wonderfully, thank you. We're just ticking away, a little bit of dev work. Mainly just some minor UI things. It's a very early alpha kind of thing, this. Doing well, though. What about you, Draken? Ah, right, okay, so we've got that. Int max damage. Nice. Wanna get turn our max damage dice. There we go. Public and critical. Get it's been a while since I've done this bit. A little unfamiliar. And being a really smart engineer, I really did make notes on this. Honest, yeah, I'm not making up as I go along. No, no, not me at all. I'm not going off memory. Where is that being referenced? Being referenced there, you muppet. There we go. Referencing itself. Also doing good, thanks for asking. Awesome, glad to hear it. Stream's going well. I had a bit of an argument with the health bar. An argument which I totally didn't lose. And I'm not sulking from at all doing other things because for some reason I can't figure out how to do a very basic bit of UI work in Unity. Even though I've done it over a dozen times before now. No, I'm not sulking at all. I'll fix it later on. We'll get back to it. It most likely is. I've just forgotten something stupid. I'm not the best with the canvas. When we did I did a game jam recently. The canvas was one of the biggest parts I had trouble with. I think I mentioned that when we did a stream with Will the other week, where we were reviewing that game jam project along with this one. Yeah, I was just having a bit of a nightmare with that. Weapon. So, let's see. We are going to want to set our armor class. So, armor class text. Dot text. Text! And the fucking spell. Armor. Why? Why am I struggling so much today? Holy fuck. Okay, armor class. Okay. Enjoy your stream. Glad to hear it, dude. We're glad to have you around. Always space for more folks to join us. Alright, okay, I'm gonna have a bit of fun. What happens if we run a random event? What are we gonna get? Oh, shit, well, stream's on fire. You know what you're gonna do, folks. I blame looping. He most likely overfed the fire again. So we have armor class, attack bonus. By, attack bonus. Text. Equals. How we put attack bonus. Attack bonus. Awesome, thanks Birkin, appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna sort this out. I'm just gonna spam chat to fix this. I could just like, you know. There we go. Right. Plus attack modifier. Player. Materies the firefighter. Oh god, yeah, no, I would. I'm normally the one starting the bloody fires. I literally teach firelighting in scouting. Well, survival team's not really a thing anymore, unfortunately, but that was one of the things I taught. Knife work, firefighting. No, very different thing. Fire lighting and fire handling, to be fair, just generally fires. It is Birkin. Materies Coil, Wolf Ranger, at your service. There's writing out a bit of code, not very rangery, but sod it. We deal. We want damage. So that's gonna be like the number of die, damage die, plus strength? Hang on. Plus strength mod. Yeah, plus strength mod. We're missing something. We're going to want int strength mod. Int strength. So player damage text or text. So this is going to be a weapon dot number of damage die plus D plus weapon. Oh no. Max damage plus. Oh, that's a billion. Okay, so that's damage. X. Critical. This would become weapon dot number of damage die plus weapon dot critical additional dice plus and what damage die plus strength. Okay. I'm trying to keep it a little bit tidier. Go. So now if we go in, change it up, change that. Close that. Come back here. No, not character, because the monsters and that don't need to do that. So now we can just player UI, update battle modifiers, which, yeah, I was thinking that, Bladed. I was going to wait and see what the next message was. Almost looks like a Python script, well, it could be a script from anything, really. How you doing anyway, buddy? Ready and waiting. Like we said, you're a mighty fine moderator, buddy. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. What are we doing? So armor class attack modifier. Want armor. No, armor class. That's base armor class. Armor class would. And then attack modifier. This is why I should have split this into different classes. And that's something I may refactor later on. Today's been rough. Oh, sorry to hear that, bud. But between this and a buddy of mine returning to stream. Hey, awesome! Glad to hear it. Who is it that's returning back to streaming? It's always nice when someone who's been away on a bit of a hiatus comes back. Whether it's like streaming or making videos or any kind of content. It's like people need a break sometimes, but it's always nice to see him come back. Yeah. No, I can very much get that, Bladed. It can be difficult sometimes. If you ever need a chat, you know where I am, bud. Look after yourself. Alright. Alright, what am I doing? I started thinking about streaming. Now I've lost thought about processing. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Strength mod. That's not exactly going to be leaving me open. That's almost certainly going to need refactoring later on, but fuck it. Leave all for now. New York buddy of mine returning to streaming. He had a lot of personal... yeah, but he's trying to stick to a schedule starting today. Also planning to return to indie wrestling. Hey, that would be pretty neat. It's a shame that he had personal stuff that stopped him, but it's nice to see him trying to come back. even if he can only do like one stream a week or one stream every other week, like just being able to get started and be able to slowly ease back into it. At the end of the day, you do what you can. So hopefully he can keep up a regular schedule, even if it's only a small one. Fingers crossed for him. Hope it goes well. Anytime, bud. Anytime. Right, okay, so that should now update those. So if we save that, did I actually add the... No, I didn't. Armor text, armor... No, armor class there. Attack bonus there. Damage there. Critical there. So we now save that. Go back to main menu. If we run this now... In fact, before we run this... I am going to... Do you guys want to have a bit of a play? I'm going to let you guys have a bit of a play. It's still the same level that you've seen already, but get to see how it works out now with you guys. Get ready to be entering your commands. Right, we're now back in the main menu, so if we run this... Let's see how well this works. Provided it doesn't crash. It does not. Okay. So it's a little bit awkward because obviously I put this panel here so the player's a little low down. I'll fix that little... Why the fuck is it water? That's not what we want. This is a little lower down, so we'll move back to the right afterwards. Move that back. No, we'll move the camera. Like I said, we'll sort all that out later on. Armor class. Ooh, that's not worked properly. Why is that not worked properly? Hang on, let's just double check. What's the player got? The short sword, armor class. That armor class should be set to 12. The attack bonus should be 4. Yeah, that's not worked properly. That's a mouse. Oh, it is a mouse. For some reason, I thought it was a moose. Oops. Oh, I'll let you guys have a bit of a play. I'll fix that afterwards. Open the door. Unless you want to attack said door, but I warn you that that door does have a lot of health. How much health does it have? Yeah, that door's got 50 health. You might be at it for a while if you decide to attack it. One of the things I do need to add, and I might do it after I've got this bit set up, is I want to set it so that I can, as the streamer, I can like change some of the settings from the chat. Hey, look, we got one of the little robo dudes. So in Twitch chat, I want to make it so that as the streamer, I can change like the vote timer, for example, or reload the level and stuff like that. Xerax is a sweet bean, followed him since the beginning, pushed him to make a Discord, and 4 years later, he's doing amazing for himself. Hell yeah, we love to see that growth. Not gonna lie, I'm probably happier with that smoke effect that I probably should be. Yeah, honestly, like, it's been amazing to see. Like, I think a big one for me is, like, Limno. Like, they've kind of grown quite similar to us and doing really well for themselves. There's others as well. Prof, he's, like, a more recent one, but he's been slowly getting there. It's been really good to see. I do need to sort this out. Just the text, like, overlapping on itself. But still, you can just about see what you need to do. Right, let's see how this looks. We'll see an attack animation from the enemy. Oh, you want to put the torch out? Yeah, I think it selects it at random if it's a tie. I can't remember. I'd have to have a look. Alright, well. Why did he kick his legs out? Oh no. I think that's probably the something I need to sort out later on. Let's not move. So he missed us by the look of it, which is something. He did miss us. Wonderful to see people grow. Absolutely. It is hard growing as a creator, whether it's a streamer, whether it's an artist, a YouTuber, anything like that. It's not easy. So it is really nice to see when people are able to move forward. Like, honestly, I consider myself quite lucky that we've got the little community we've got now. And it's really nice to know that even on like one of our quieter streams like today, we've still got folks in chat to interact with and stuff. It's honestly amazing. I also don't think you need to worry about keeping watching more bladed, because I've noticed the follower count has gone back down to what it was before that guy followed. So whether it was a bot or not, it definitely was looking pretty suspicious. Alright, We forgot to tell it to update it when we take damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Bladed, I thought much the same. If it was a real guy, they were acting very much like a bot. When it's literally putting square brackets in the chat. Like, same message twice. Alright, well, let's stop that then. There's a couple of things we can do to improve this. One, player script. We should actually, you know, update the player health when we take damage. That might be an idea. Equipment. Do we need to change any of those? No, none of those change at all. Interaction player. Is attacked. Yeah, okay. And share, and then update that. So now that's going to update our UI when the player loses health. Yeah, when you moderate and stream and stuff like that, Max, you'll start to spot a pattern for when things start, when users in quotation marks are usually bots or people with not necessarily the best intentions. That particular one is usually the sign that their next question is going to be, add me on Discord, or can you add me on Discord? I have an idea for some artwork for your character. And they'll give you some fairly generic idea for some artwork with your character and then want you to pay them for it. It's a bit crappy, it's scummy, but it is what it is sometimes, unfortunately. You can usually tell it's usually a bot account, or at least a sort of like empty account that's being used for it. Numbers and names, if it's a young account, usually with an anime profile picture. Yeah, that's usually where it goes from.
If anyone asks, this was Lakea's fault.
Damn it, Tim! Welcome in, dude. How you doing? I thought you were on games with Will. As Will had to drop off for the night. Yeah, those graphic designers. Yeah. Like, I hate being suspicious. I always take the point of view of I wait until we know it, but after a while you do get tired, and Bladed was well and truly right to step in, because that was very much following the usual.
You want to challenge me? Alright then, let's see what you've got.
Yeah, very much like they usually follow the same thing. It's literally a script. They follow a script. That one guy a month ago, exactly. Absolutely perfect example of it. So you've just... a lot of people will see it anyway, but particularly as a mob, when you keep an eye out for that kind of stuff, you end up recognize it a lot sooner. So Bladed's pretty good at detecting when it's these folks. See the same on Discord. You've already used your summon today, Het. Now you're me. Come on, give me a good fight. Let's see what you got. Yep, we'll sod it off. That's fair. I was hoping to catch him, but never mind. Definitely a good update for Heldars. I'm looking forward to giving that a good shit. Now Bladed's doing it. Oh, it's only a wereball. That's fine. I've got that. Haha, come at me. Think I mod... Ooh, damn. That's quite a lot of chance to mod for. Nice one. It doesn't work for you, Tim. I'm afraid only Bladed and Het get that command. Nice try. Nice try, you cheeky little bugger. Anyway, let's try and figure out why this isn't working. let's try printing. Now, I don't think this is gonna. I think that's just gonna give us a memory space. Why am I doing print? That's not gonna work. Debug.log. There we go. There we go. We call it stress testing. Oh, it's definitely stressing when you're around, isn't it? Then there's me. See, like 1-3 isn't too bad, Max. Usually like 1 or 2 numbers. That's usually an indication of like a year or an age or something that's personalized to a person. It's usually when there's 4 or more. Like when you get to that point, most, or no, even 4's pushing it. Sometimes again, it can be a year, like a year of someone's birth, which you shouldn't do, by the way. It's bad security practice. But that's a different conversation. But if you see like 5 or 6 numbers in the name, yeah, that is usually a sign that it's a bot account or a fake account or something like that. Not always, but usually, because not many people will put like 6 or 7 numbers in a name. All right, let's see. Get out on the console. Weapon. I had a feeling that. What? Okay, it's worked that time. Why it's worked that time and not the other time, I don't know. But it's worked that time. Oh, well. For the end of Minecraft using it? Yeah, very much. Like I said, it sometimes depends a little bit. So you can't just take one thing and assume that that is the case. You can't just, like Tim said, can't just see 4 numbers and assume that that makes them a bot. So you kind of end up looking out for a combination of these things, like numbers in the name. And usually, like I said, it's an anime profile picture. For some reason, that just seems really common. A young account, if the account was made in the last few months, less or up to a year ago, that's usually not a great sign. Like I said, the messages in chat usually follow the same script. Same introductory message. They usually follow and then start talking down this script. So just one of these things by itself, it's probably fine. When you see all of them, that's when it starts getting like, okay, this is probably another scam. Became somewhat of a tradition to have either 30 or 50% at the end of my profile. 50 is just generally my favorite number. That's fair. I usually go 37. The reason I go 37 was because that was my player number when I played dodgeball at university. Why is the R in armor capitalized? No, it isn't. Where are you? Not your... Oh, okay. Yes, my bad. Okay, we'll fix that. Oopsie. Right, okay, well, on the upside, at least all of that is now working as it should. So we now have some UI we can see help. I'm a little bit annoyed still that our little that I can't get the health bar working properly. I'm not sure. Oh, pardon me. What's up with that? Pardon me. So we'll need to get that sorted. I also had an idea of something else I could start doing today's stream. I've forgotten what it is. It's really going to annoy me. But there's a few bits I could still be getting on. What was I going to do after this? This is why you should make notes. Got the basics going now. I should really fix this health bar. But I really also cannot be asked. Something up here. Character. Oh, player script. Player. No. What have I got here? Player visibility. Okay, yeah. Fine. Yeah, player doesn't die at the moment. It just prints to the log that it's like, they're dead. Actually, what I can do to start off with. I was going to make like a full level editor, but then I had a thought earlier that I don't really need to do that because I'm not publishing this anywhere. I don't need a full level editor. I can use the game engine a little bit. I can just use the game engine. So that's what this is going to be. Right. And I've just realised I'm going to need to start later, so that can be later. Well, we've got the scene. So we could start adding some other things in, because at the moment, we don't actually have many items. Let's see, we've got the Iron Gate, and we've got End of Level, that's what loads into next level, and the Torch. There's a few, we could start putting in extra things. One thing I do want to do with the Steampunk Fighter is when they die, I need to talk to Will about the easiest way of doing it. But they're like broken into different pieces. It would be nice if they just kind of fell apart when they die. That would be kind of cool. I've got to figure out the best way of doing that. Wait a minute, I can't remember what it was I was going to do. I was going to do something. Ah, well, never mind. I'll probably end the stream there then. A little bit early to normal, but we've still done the stream. I didn't want to, like, cancel the stream again because, like, streams have been a bit all over the place of late. But we will be back on Monday. We'll have Liminal join us for the tier list stream, so that should be a lot of fun. And we'll be doing more Baldur's Gate. And very nearly said Mass Effect. Now, we've finished Mass Effect. That's going to take a while to sink in. And we'll be doing more Baldur's Gate as well, which I'll talk to you about, Tim, because apparently that's being rescheduled again. It will go back to Monday nights eventually. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, excited for Monday as well. I'm glad you are. It should be a chill one, that. Should be a chill one. Streams are probably going to be a little bit all over. Oh, shut up, Tim. We both know you're lying. Oh, boy, you are literally the least busy person I know. All right. Yeah, we'll end it there, guys. If you all join the Discord, here is a link. Please do jump in and say hi to the rest of the community. We'll be back on Monday with Liminal to do our tier list stream, and then Baldur's Gate on the Tuesday. We'll do a few more streams, but there will be a small break over the Christmas period, as I will be away seeing family. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care, folks.
Freak weather pattern or just complete ineptitude? So, what's the excuse for letting the fire go out this time? Freak weather pattern or